All aboard!
The Graeme and Joe Show.
We are live,
And welcome to the Graeme and Joe Show, episode 13, is it?
Lucky for some, Joe.
Unlucky for some as well.
I'd say lucky. I'm more of a
You're more
optimist.
you are, and I'm more of a pessimist, so it works, I guess.
Yeah.
This cup is 3/4 and it's 1/8 empty. I don't know how to describe it. It's quite full. I got to admit, it's quite full.
7/8 full, Joe.
7/8 full. How are you, Graeme?
All good, Joe.
Yeah.
Had a nice week, and
That's always pleasant.
yeah. It was a week of.
What was the week of?
It was a week of doing things again for the first time in a while.
That's a good take on it. Actually, it's an interesting
Yeah.
philosophy. Yeah. So things you've done a lot, but you hadn't done in quite a while.
In a
So
long
they had
time.
a fresh approach.
Yeah,
You
it was like
rediscovered
the
them.
excitement.
Yeah.
You know?
Like the first time all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was. And what things did you do? How did you feel?
It was great. We went to the cinema.
Oh, did you?
Oh, went back to the cinema, baby.
That's nice. That's
Got
good.
that beautiful popcorn.
And popcorn and some pops. Did you think it was there since like they closed last time?
It
tastes like
might have been.
Yeah, it's just on the shelf, warmed up. This is still good.
Yeah.
And
we were literally like we had to be there it was 10:15 in the morning showing, like, you know.
Yeah.
So we went with the kids.
Everyone says that's the best time to watch a film.
Yeah, there was only one other family in there with it, or two other families, but like that's 6 other people.
Yeah.
You know?
Were they far away?
Yeah. Yeah, they have to keep the distance. So they were on the other side of the room,
nice.
and we were on the right hand side.
Because I went in the cinema the last lifting of the lockdown to see Tenet. But it wasn't that many people in it, and it was a big screen, but you pick your own seat and it blocks the ones around you. But there were still people like must have been like within 2 seats, even though there was like 200 empty seats.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it just depends where people select and stuff. So it's nice when they're actually spaced out.
Yeah. Well, you could have sat anywhere, really.
Yeah,
you
no
know.
one's in checking. Yeah.
And we went to see Peter Rabbit 2.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Did it make sense? Did you see Peter Rabbit 1?
I did see Peter Rabbit 1, yes. And I enjoyed that one.
And he continued his adventures?
Yes, they have. And he does some crazy stuff this time.
Does he? Is it really wild?
Peter Rabbit he's off doing coke.
Yeah.
He's off getting
completely dark. It's a complete different tone of film.
Yeah, he gets skagged out. He ends up booking into rehab and, you know.
Coming back.
It's a great story. He goes from the gutter to... No, it's really good, man. It's one of those that's just
patch to the gutter and back again.
Yeah, the class movie, man. Very funny.
Was it good?
Very funny.
Kids liked it. You ever see with
kids
the kids?
liked it, loved it. Yeah, and I enjoyed it.
Still, or did they run around
enjoyed
screaming up and down the rows?
No, they didn't do that this time.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, which was good. They actually were engrossed in parts.
Yes,
and then other parts were like, "Oh, I want more of this. So give me this."
Yeah.
Or, you know, trying to climb over the chairs and stuff, and it was like, you can't do that, guys.
I know.
Can't do that. Sit
Pulling
down,
him down by his leg.
Yeah, but they were actually very well behaved.
That's good.
And it was the first time they were in the cinema in ages, and it was class. It was great to be back. I love the cinema, man.
Well, everyone loves the cinema. Well, not everyone loves it, obviously, but I love it too. It's a great thing to do. It's so nice. It's funny that with kids, though, kids have like a normal reaction. It's funny how most of your childhood is being trained to sit still and be quiet.
Yeah.
Which is like a real unnatural thing to do, and just like everything is like, stop moving. No talking.
Yeah.
Stare ahead directly and wait for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. What? Like, this is good. This is enjoyment. But they'll get there.
Oh, yeah.
So, cinema, check. Excellent.
Yes. A night.
Would recommend.
Yeah.
Cinema
absolutely.
experience.
If you have kids, go see Peter Rabbit 2.
Go see Peter Rabbit 2.
Class. Bring them along. They'll enjoy it.
Yes.
And then went to a hotel.
Like, oh.
For a night.
Look at this.
Yeah.
You're just back out there full swing, eh?
Oh, yeah. No messing around. I'm fully vaccinated, baby.
You are. Family isn't, but you're fine.
I know. I'll be alright.
I'll be guaranteed.
And that's the main thing.
Exactly. You're bulletproof. You're walking around like Superman.
Got my second vaccine. Yeah, felt a bit achy after this one now.
Oh,
not like nothing that'll stop me from doing anything.
In the arm or just all over?
My arm was really sore.
Yeah.
After it, but no, like joint pain, muscle, kind of just stiff. Just felt stiff. That was it.
Do you reckon it was Bill trying to assume control again? Like,
it could have been
trying to work you.
There's definitely some form of micro machine in
my
body right now.
Just like, yeah, like
scanning
me. Thing going around.
Exactly. There's two tiny little machines doing battle
fighting
in my main organs right
Jeff
now.
Bezos and Bill Gates are like trying to take over.
And what we talking?
You went to a hotel.
Yes.
And you.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
it was great. Went to the Tullamore Court Hotel.
The kids were going to make it happen. Their dream place.
It is their dream place.
The only place you've let them go and experience it.
Pretty much.
The only thing they can recommend.
They've only ever stayed over in their grannies. The Tullamore Court Hotel.
So when they said, "Where do you want to go?" they were like, "The only two places we know of that exist outside these four walls."
It was a big surprise. They didn't know what was happening. Lee had soccer training, soccer camp. On the Sunday morning.
Was he sleeping over?
His first was... No, he wasn't. No.
It's not camp then, is it, mate?
No, that's camping, Joe.
Oh, okay.
This is soccer camp, yo.
Was it samba soccer?
Well, he was playing samba soccer.
Oh,
yeah. Oh.
Doing some
skills. What a man. All the other parents were like, Jesus, he's good.
Oh, really?
He's very good.
Some dad siding up to you going...
Crazy, like... Double figure goals, man.
Getting scoring goals is
just
good.
Pushing all the little girls out of the way.
I was playing against girls, so here we go.
There was two kids who were good, and he was one of them.
He was one of them.
Just
he had the killer instinct, did he?
He's ruthless. Man. Ruthless. Eyes are going, good. You have to pass it, Lee. You have to pass it the odd time. Share around the goals. The rest of them are useless. Right, they don't release the ball. Well, I need to nurture this.
Do you need to nurture this?
I need to just send them over for trials right away.
I think so. And just go. I'm gonna give him a little bag.
He's my ticket, man.
Put him on the ferry, a little bag. Go on, son.
He's my ticket.
You do. He'd be retirement fund. He could be all of our retirement funds.
Oh yeah.
Even I get in on this one.
Well, you better come and talk to him at least, so he gets to know you.
Yeah. Well, I'll drop in late. I'll be an agent. I'm like, you need someone, son. Someone to represent you. Knows the biz. Come on. Don't sign that. Sign this.
Because as much as it pains me to say, I think the chances of me becoming a professional footballer now are gone. I've accepted that.
Oh, you think fully gone?
Oh yeah,
sometimes you kind of go. Sometimes you kind of go. It's getting more unlikely. Yeah. You still hanging there like it's probably not going to happen. Yeah. But
and it was only when I saw him play.
There was one guy who was.
It's over for me. It's time to pass the torch on to him, and he'll go or make me. You make 250 grand a week. Making a house a week.
Making a house a week. Nice. That's a good way of thinking about it. You buy a house every
or a very fancy car.
Or a really good car.
Like a really good car.
A car that's so good you can't actually drive it anywhere.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Because if you hit a ramp, it'll destroy
it. If you go over something more than 2 inches,
you hit those potholes down the bog road, you'll be in trouble.
Anywhere. Just, tarmac out of lumps.
Yeah.
The bus is like turned into like some prehistoric cave.
Yeah. So Lee's going to make us rich, and so we decided as a treat for going to make us rich, we'd bring them to the Tullamore Court Hotel.
Put him up. So you're trying to get in with him already.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm already in with him and his father. Keep
him on the good side.
Yeah.
But you need to turn into one of those like screaming parents as well, because you got to push him then. Push him hard. Like a Tiger Woods dad, or a Williams sister's dad. There's a lot of them. Andre Agassi, I think, dad was good for you. Yeah, you just need to be out there screaming at him, making him do drills over and over again. Make him hate the sport.
Sounds like a lot of work for me, Joe. I think I'm just hoping that his natural talent will take him there. You
didn't even have to make it yourself, and it's going to be too much hard work to even get someone else to do it. Maybe professional football isn't the industry for you. He could have natural talent. He could just float to the top like a butterfly.
Yeah.
But he might need some screaming.
Okay.
You could do it though. Just keep him at it.
Yeah. No, he loves sport and he takes up all sports very well. So
yeah.
We might just throw him into everything and see what sticks, you know.
Yeah.
So just put him into every single sport.
He'd be like doing fencing, and he'll be doing like basketball, swimming.
Like he's in doing GA at the minute, and we haven't booked in for swimming.
Money in GA.
Yeah, I know.
There's
That's
no
what
money in GA.
I say get him out of the GA now. He's going to be a star.
It's amateur. It's actual. Yeah.
Unless he gets the ads, he'll do the ads.
Yeah,
so
for
it'll be like a Brogan.
Yeah.
What's his name? Bernard Brogan, isn't it, or something?
Philly or some McMahon. Who's the other one? Isn't it?
I have no idea.
I know that shows.
What was your man back from when we were young?
Celtic Irish Roots. Jason Sherlock.
Jason Sherlock.
Yeah, Sherlock. He was the first
Sherlock.
one. Yeah, you might do an Avamore milk ad, some Tato promotion or something.
Yeah, a few grand in that.
You get some big money, all right.
And so. And then we went to McDonald's first, of course. We had to do the McDonald's trip. It was like,
excellent.
Well done on football, you did great.
Yeah.
And well done on your report cards.
Okay.
They got the report cards as well.
A's across the board.
Oh yeah, well just except for he's a little bit disruptive in class, you know, but apparently they all say that to all the kids. I think
so. Well, how old is he? He's like 4 or 5.
He's 5, yeah. So he's going to be.
Are you disruptive in class?
Oh yeah.
So it's falling in.
Oh yeah.
Couldn't sit still, couldn't shut up.
Oh, I was going home with a note in my journal every week, like, you know.
Fuck you.
And all the lines, you know, when you used to have to do the lines going, I will not do this.
I didn't get them that much.
I used to get them all the time.
Really? Did it work?
They used to give you 100 lines, but then I really, 100. Like, started strapping the pens together. You know, when you started to take the pens and you can write, you can write 3 lines at the same time.
Bart Simpson, Dennis the
Man,
and stuff.
I was all over that.
And did you have to? Was it hard to like write 3 lines and you had to skip down 3 lines to start again? You didn't like write over them by mistake or something?
No, you'd never do that. No.
What was the one people would do? Would they write each letter out and go like I, as if that was going to be quicker somehow? But I don't think it was.
Oh yeah, I used to do that.
That one, yeah. Each letter word.
By the time you got to the last one, you started just making mistakes.
Really weird.
It's weird watching this word writing
same
must
word.
100 times.
Must. Yeah, loses all sense of what it is.
But no, you got a great report card. In fairness, the 2 of them. So we were happy with that.
Proud of you boys.
Yeah, proud of them. Proud of the boys.
So they got the Tullamore Court Hotel.
Yeah, we went to McDonald's. They got Minions cards. There's a new Minions movie coming out.
Might be spoiling these kids. This is not the way you make.
But this is it.
Elite level.
Sometimes athletes. I feel like they don't appreciate it as much as they should. But like, what are you going to do?
Sure, they do. How would they?
Because once they've done that thing, once like you say, let's go to McDonald's. They're like, once they're finished the McDonald's, they're like, what are we doing now? What's next? It's like, you just had, what are you like, how many treats do you want today?
They're never happy. They're just like,
we're like, no, we're going to go home. And then we pulled into the Tullamore Court Hotel. The excitement was real.
That's
like,
good.
It was just, are we staying here? Are we staying here? It's like, yeah, we're going to stay here.
I've never heard about children being ecstatically excited over staying in Tullamore Court Hotel.
Yeah.
I guess staying out though, but I never got stuff like that. It's good. You're good. That's fun to do a little joke out of it as well, and actually get them a little. Oh yeah. A little reveal, a little big reveal.
Good times.
All right, and they had a great time.
Yeah, they really did. They got a swim then as well. Swim. It was the first time I'd been in a swimming pool.
Yeah. How was that?
Oh yeah, it was great, man. But my ears are blocked now.
Really? I
can't hear a thing. Like it's like I feel like I'm still underwater in the pool. So if I'm saying what the odd time, or if I'm screaming at you.
But screaming's alright. That's good though, because I'm more croaky and I tend to mumble and speak quietly, so it's a good combination.
Oh yeah.
You say what all the time anyway. I think you always have a bit of water in the ear, do you?
What?
Oh, classic.
Good one, singer.
Good one. So your old man ears are too big now and do all the water in.
The old man ears. Old man ears.
It just gets rushing in. You can't
I
get
don't know.
Out.
It's just I don't know what it is. It happens sometimes when I go into the pool, and I'm trying to equalise it all the time now. And you know when you're doing, and then trying to massage them at the bottom of your ears, just trying to get it to. I'm just waiting for that pop where everything becomes clear again.
Yeah,
and it's just not coming, Joe.
Maybe this is it, Graeme. Maybe that's it. You just
I just need to get. I need to get them syringed,
or just get some guy to go blowing it.
Did you ever have a doctor do that to you? Do the crazy Acme syringe?
I'm curious to do it once because there's some crazy goo in there. I'd like to see almost, but
I've had to get it done a few times now. I think I
lots
just
of
have
parts of
these
your
ears
body
that's just like it fills up with stuff.
that collects
can't get it out.
Yeah, they're pretty big as well.
And then every couple of years I have to go in and get them.
Does it crazy goo come out? Like, is it weird stuff?
Yeah, well, it's just wax. Like,
yeah,
it's just literally.
There's a lot. There
was one time loads came out. I was like, whoa! It's no wonder I couldn't hear a thing and was saying what all the time. What the hell was that in my ear?
Is it like when you're? Yeah, it's like a revelation of like,
oh man!
When you walk around, you're like, what is this?
You hear everything's like, oh, keep it down. Yeah. Oh, it's everything's so loud. Yeah.
Some guys opening a door, banging around.
But it is like that though.
It was like me when I got the glasses as a kid. You're like, wait a minute, is this what the rest of you have had the whole time? No wonder I've been struggling. No, I'd like to get the ears waxed for the crack, or de-waxed even, not waxed.
Yeah, syringed.
But
it was mad. My
old
doctor, it is, man. This big, massive metal silver syringe that he puts in your ear and just goes, and then everything just goes straight out.
So that's just it? He just a special stuff, or is it just
that's the noise it makes as well.
Yeah. It's just, is that the official technique, or again is it when you're crazy doctors he's just like, hold on to your hats, boys. We're gonna try this.
It could be a bit of that. I think that's the old school way, but like the last time I got it done there was a doctor who had like a little pump thing. That like shot water into your ear, you know.
I'm worried it's going to burst your eardrum or something. Yeah, just dissolves it all.
Just gets it all out there, man.
It's satisfying. You know when you get a Q-tip in there and you come out and it's full of stuff.
Yeah,
it's a good.
But see, I've been told by my doctor not to use those because it just pushes the stuff further down and makes it impossible to hear anything.
Yeah, I probably need to get that done. Maybe I'm struggling with deafness.
Perhaps, Joe.
Perhaps. You've had a lot of substances cleaned out of your body via pipes.
A lot of stuff going on with me at the moment. I have
have you ever had stuff with your nose done?
Medically, I've pretty much done everything.
Medically, you are well studied. You're well observed medically.
Yeah, if anybody has any questions,
did you ever get
free
up the nose then, like poured? Do you know people do that to clear the sinuses sometimes?
Oh, I've never done that.
No,
that's a new one on me.
Teapot or something like that.
A teapot up your nose?
Not to put the pot, but it kind of looks like a teapot because you have to get you pull stuff up.
No,
I don't know. But it's like the ear thing. It's if people have sinus blockages.
Those salt caves are supposed to be great for that.
Yeah, you just sit in a salt cave and breathe.
Yeah.
I think Julianne did that a few times. But it was funny. She had bad sinus issues. But they're all better now.
Oh yeah, that's good,
isn't it?
I know,
it's great.
The salt caves work.
Apparently so. The miracle. She did get a little salty afterwards though, so you gotta level it out.
Did she tastes like a peanut.
She's just shriveling up. She's like, I can breathe really well. She's like all crystals. Like I'm like, I think you're in there too long. You'd be in the bath too long. Yeah, that's great. So hotels, McDonald's, cinemas, swimming pools.
Yeah, a soccer star. Good reports. I mean,
quite the week for all.
Great old week.
The Singleton children. I suppose they've done nothing for the past year, and it's like a fifth of their entire life. So
they
deserve a few.
You could have done anything with them. You know,
it is funny though. No matter what,
could have gone to a field to throw stones, and they would have been like, "Oh yeah,
catch this, son! Fetch. Yeah. Where is it? You find it. It's in there somewhere." That's excellent.
What about you, Joe?
Me, I didn't do as much. I did a little thing last night for the first time. I went for dinner in town.
Oh, nice.
Which felt as well like a remarkable
What did you get?
Adventure. I had steak and chips.
What type of steak?
But it was a fancy restaurant, so they call it steak and frites. I don't know. A big slab of it.
A big slab of steak.
Sirloin. I don't know what point. No, I didn't check what the cut was. I never know. Sirloin, flank.
A medium.
Medium rare. You gotta
medium
go
rare.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Bloody.
I would go for rare fully if I didn't think maybe it would come back too much for me, and I'd be like, oh, excuse me. No. So yeah, a little bit of blood. It's nice. We're in the inside.
I normally go medium now myself.
Medium.
I used to be a well done.
That's the thing.
I found somebody who was like, you know, a whiskey drinker who eats rare steak, who it does all those cool things, you know.
I know.
It's like, you can't have steak well done.
Yeah, they lose it.
It destroys the flavour.
Giving out, they start shouting at you that you're an idiot.
Yeah.
And the chefs hate you. Everyone in the back's laughing at you in the kitchen. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Just takes too long. It's easier to. It's nicer to eat when it's a bit rare because it's soft.
It should be a bit tougher when it's hard.
It's really tough when you're like cooking it for ages. Yeah, no, I'm not quite involved in all those things. I like a nice steak like that, but whiskey, I still don't sip whiskey.
Whiskey's good, man.
I know, I need to get on that one. Or cigars or whatever people do.
But it's expensive, man.
It's
whiskey is an expensive taste.
Really?
Like there was an off license across the road from the hotel we were staying in, and we just looked at the prices on the bottles for all these like Redbreast, all this sort of stuff. Grey Goose or any of the like really 21-year-old
cask barrel,
exactly, copper pot or something like that
thing.
And but they're all over €200,
for a bottle.
It's like, whoa,
for a bottle of pate thinner, basically.
Yeah.
I know. I'm sure it's delicious.
It tastes like burning.
Yeah, that's literally what I'm like now still. I'm like, these notes of...
I enjoy a good whiskey, but I'm not going to spend €400 on it.
I don't enjoy it that much,
I'll
mate.
enjoy a bottle of Jameson for 50.
Powers.
Just as much.
I enjoy it. Powers. I'm going to start making my own in the bath. Just getting some... what's it even made out of whiskey? It's like...
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Poutine. You can make poutine. It's not just potatoes.
Yeah. It's just potatoes.
Just leave it in.
Just squeeze the juice.
Yeah, potato juice left in a dark attic for like 6 months.
You have to let it ferment or something. I don't even know.
Yeah, what's all that?
Moonshine.
Damn moonshine.
I gone blind. I can't see, but it was worth it.
Yeah.
It was so good.
I mean, that's the thing. We could become bootleggers, produce our own booze. It's what's getting into. Everyone's into the.
Making the
craft beers and all these small little breweries popping up.
Yeah,
can't be that hard.
Beers, fancy gins, fancy whiskies.
Yeah,
it was all about the Tullamore Dew down there as well.
Oh yeah,
but I didn't have a whiskey. I had a glass of wine for the first time in a while.
You're very stylish
with me dinner.
Classy.
I had a linguine.
Oh yes.
Yeah, smoked haddock. And prawn linguine.
Quite the linguine.
Yeah, it was nice.
Seafoody, glass of red.
I was stuffed after, man. There was no use to anybody asking me. I was just like, I'm going to bed.
It's proper pasta dinner. Well, that's the problem when you haven't had a few drinks.
But I was wrecked after the swim.
Yeah.
After the swim and the football, like Lee's just running around like a Duracell bunny. I'm going to bed. And there's stuff in this, man. Will you just go to sleep?
It's the problem with all those now older parents now that people had kids in their 20s and were like
they had the energy.
Yeah, they just about keep up when you're like 20s, 30s, but now
I often think to myself, which is the better way of doing it? Or you do, because everybody goes to their college, whatever. You have to. You should go to college. You don't have to, but unless of course you want to be a tradesperson or any of that sort of stuff.
Actually, makes
college is important.
It is,
as well as
earn a science. Don't do an arts degree.
No, don't
do something actual useful that people, other people might pay you to do.
Or and then you normally get your travelling done. Do your get your travel bug out of the way.
Do you think there'll be as much travelling going on now in the future? Poor kids that are growing up with COVID and global warming and stuff.
That'll be gone this time next year, man. It'll come back where everybody goes on their J1s to America or go to Australia for a year, all that sort of stuff. And then normally then you come back and then you settle down. Yeah. Normally. Sometimes.
The route. Sometimes you don't.
And then, but which is the better way to do it? Just
have kids earlier.
Have kids earlier when you have the energy to have them. Because I had my first when I was 33, and let me tell you, it wasn't easy.
It's not easy. And I'm going to be even worse now.
Just feel wrecked all the time.
Tired, no sleep.
So wrecked.
Bit annoyed all the time. Because someone's like, what are we doing now? What's going on now?
Yeah.
Where are we going now?
Yeah.
What's happening now? What's that? Who's that? What's that mean? Where are you going?
You can see why people just throw a tablet at them.
Oh yeah.
And just say, work away there. So
there you go.
Give your daddy a break.
Google it up there. Yeah. Put on the TV. Young kids. But that's what they say. That it's obviously a trade-off. It's probably better in the long run to do it earlier, as you say, because you're more able for it, and apparently you're less worried. I think a lot of older people, especially people nowadays, people into the mid to late 30s having a kid, they might have one kid as well, and then they get very precious because like, oh god, we gotta make sure this kid does well and goes along. Whereas when you're younger, I think, and you have kids and you're just like, they'll be grand, because you're just young and stupid yourself, you're not as worried about everything. So you're just like, have a few more, maybe they all won't make it, that's fine, that's the way of the world.
I don't think I'd trade my travelling years though.
No.
Kids earlier,
but it's the selfish thing, exactly. You get to...
I love those years.
You love the not having children years?
Or just the travelling years.
Yeah.
Like just seeing the world.
Seeing the world.
Different cultures.
Yeah.
Different McDonalds.
Seeing what was in their McDonald's.
Yeah.
Travelling the world and seeing what was on the menu in the McDonald's. That's no, it's true. I don't think I'd trade it either. You can't do that. You can't have regrets about your own life.
Oh no,
you have to. Whatever happened, and it's good.
No regrets.
You wouldn't be here now with me right at this moment if you hadn't made the decisions you made. It's positive.
No regrets.
Exactly.
As Robbie Williams said.
Yeah, well, he might have a few.
How could he have any regrets, man? No way.
He seems like the kind of guy who might. No matter how well he's doing, he's always a bit... a
bit whingy.
It just seems a bit sad, doesn't he? I don't know. I don't know. I've literally thought about Robbie Williams about 20 years. I don't know what he's doing.
He might be a bit tapped.
He's doing well.
He signed his big contract with Sony and
he
then
did. It was like a football player, isn't he? He got the big pay deal and he was like, fuck it. I'm grand.
Yeah,
Put out a few songs. The last one I heard, I remember it was like... It was a long time ago, but it was... It sounded, obviously every song is made up, but it sounded like he just like knocked it out in like 10 seconds. It was something Candy or something like that. It was just like, I was like, did he improvise this? And then just like, that'll do, see you later. That'll be a chart hit. He just walked out of the room. Yeah, it was good though. Hey, Robbie, if you're out there, reach out, buddy. We were worried. We want to give us some money. He did well. Did you watch the Christian Eriksen have a heart attack live on television?
I didn't see it now because I was out doing my fitness.
Ooh, isn't that a good thing?
Oh yeah, it was good. But geez, that was woeful.
You don't drop dead, so you're out there doing it.
Well, he's as fit as they come. And look at him having a cardiac arrest.
This is why I try and do as little as possible because you're just pushing your luck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just goes to show. No matter how fit you are.
Yeah.
You're just a cardiac arrest away from just being, you know.
Well, because I was surprised. I heard it through other people. I don't know. It was up helping my dad dig his garden, and then this like older neighbour lady came out and she said, "Oh, did you hear the poor Danish shuffle earlier on?" And they were just talking about it, but in that like old people way of like not really knowing about football. So I didn't really twig what had happened. They made it sound like some kid in the park kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Some Danish shuffle just dropped it, just collapsed on the pitch and stuff. I was like, oh jeez, that's terrible. And then I was like, wait, it's Christian Eriksen in the middle of a World European Championship game.
Mad.
Yeah, a heart attack. Because he was, what is he, like 27, 28?
Oh no, he'd be older than that.
Is he older than that?
Oh yeah. I think he'd be in his 30s now.
Yeah.
But a brilliant footballer.
No,
like, unbelievable.
One of the best around in that sense. But it's funny you can get that far. Like, you can obviously has done nothing but play football his entire life and involves being quite healthy, and you're getting studied all the time, and that can happen to you. Like, that it's in the post. Do you reckon he's?
It's not the first time it's happened either. Like, you know, there's been a few.
Well,
there was someone Ecuadorian lad, I think it was, who collapsed on a pitch as well.
There was it Fabrice Muamba? I've forgotten his name, but he's obviously back talking about it. I think I saw that one live when he was playing for Tottenham Hotspur. And that was again shocking, but because that was kind of a nothing game. It was some weird like FA Cup game or some kind of like against some lower division team. And the same thing, you just keeled over, and then you can just tell by the coverage. It's like when someone gets their leg broken, and you can see in the other players' reactions. This is something serious. And that was the same. They just didn't know what to do because it was live, and the doctors were running over, and they're just obviously working on him on the pitch. It must have been like 10-20 minutes or something like that. But you do get this weird moment where you're just sitting there watching it going, am I going to watch someone die live on TV? I didn't really plan on this today. Although we all probably see people die regularly via security cam footage put on WhatsApp groups of plane crashes and mass shootings and stuff. But you don't want to see it in your sports. You know what I mean? You don't want to be watching it with ads.
I know, I was glad he was okay. But I was literally, it must have been... You know, he could have been dead for a few minutes. You know, one of those defibrillators or getting the CPR, like, mad.
There was defibrillator apparently on the pitch. They did him, so those things are handy to have around.
See, that's amazing.
Really
he's
is.
actually literally had his life saved live on telly.
Exactly, and then everyone's like,
and it's live.
Yeah, that's all they need. That guy just to come in, waiting for
Martin
the moment,
Tyler.
and he's alive. Sky Sports. Because the same, and there's the guys there know what they're doing. Because that was the Fabrice Muamba one. Apparently, he was only saved because there was some like top heart doctor consultant in the crowd who was in like the third or fourth row, and he just
it's like that scene from on an airplane or something. Any doctors in here?
I think he like jumped the fence around. I was like, I'm a doctor, and they were like keeping like heart compressions going for like 30 minutes or something to get him to a hospital. But so you probably retire something bonkers. It was some proper like huge effort, because it's that basic. You hate to think of yourself as that like simple a machine, but it's someone's literally like just
pumping
keeping your heart moving and keeping the blood flowing around your body. And if they can do it, and they just literally jump started again with some electricity and go,
mad, isn't it?
This is going to work. Hopefully, hold on to your hats, basically. Yeah, I like when medicine is like that. It's obviously not that simple, but they're literally like, we're just going to give you electric shock in your heart, should sort everything out. You're like, okay. I think that sounds. That happened to my dad once. He had some weird heart thing. It was like an arrhythmia or some issue where it was kind of either beating too fast or beating out of rhythm or something.
Okay.
And we had to get something done, and it was like it's a pretty standard procedure, I think, especially for older men. But the doctor like had to come and they talk you through, like you really had as well. They kind of have to like tell you the risks.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, please don't tell me the risks. Like you're saying, don't tell me that before I do the thing.
Top of the list, you could die.
Yeah, literally.
It's always there.
But your man's explained to me, it's literally like, what we're going to do is we're going to stop your heart for a second and then restart it. And when we restart it, it should be like back. It's like turning it on, turning it off again to make it even. And my dad hates hospitals anyway and everything, and he's just like, what? So where you're going to stop my heart?
Like ringing some IT guy.
Yeah.
Just turn it off and turn it back on again.
Should be fine. It should be totally grand.
Oh man.
But no, it was great that he was survived and lived, and that they forced the Danish team to finish out the game afterwards. That was funny.
That's mad, isn't it? Did they force them, or were they just say no, we'll play?
They did, but they kind of said they were
like,
playing.
We'll do it for Christian. Yeah. And then they lost 1-0.
I think they might have been in their right minds. I think it's one of those things where I think they were like asked, but it was one of those like guys, do you want to just finish the game quickly now? Or do you want to reschedule next week? It's going to be a big night. You're probably going to have to go to a different city. It's going to be really annoying for everyone else. And they're like, okay, we'll just do it. I think they're probably in shock. I think they did it at the time and they thought they were being good, but since then they're probably like,
well, they lost their star player as well.
Yeah,
I mean, Ericsson would be the biggest part of that Danish side.
Like your friend just had a heart attack in front of you and gets dragged off, and you're like, I hope he's okay. So I think it's like asking someone in a car crash getting out. You're like, hey, do you want to just sign this loan agreement for your house or something? Yeah, you're like, okay, yeah, sure, no problem. But it's very good. And have you been mainlining European football?
Oh yeah, I have been now.
On the telly.
It is just to have it on in the background, like
Yeah, exactly. I love an international tournament. You can't a bit of.
You can't beat it. It's a great match on tonight.
Who?
France against Germany.
Oh, that will be good.
Yeah. And Portugal are playing as well.
Is that the group of death, is it?
Yeah, that's such a hard group, man. Portugal, Germany and France.
And who's the unlucky?
Sure, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Like they're going to be the whipping boys, I imagine.
3 teams get out, can they, in certain groups? Or is that just
I don't know how it works. There's 6 groups. So I thought there'd have to be 4 to make up. How do you get to the semis and all that?
That's why I think there's like third place gets through some of the third places. So that's what I was hearing about, because Scotland got beat, that that's their chance gone entirely, because it was like they were hoping to be like best third place finisher or something like that. So
well, they just have to beat England and they have to beat Croatia now.
In the bag, baby. Yeah, in the bag.
Oh, it's amazing to watch though, man. I love it. Yeah, like that. I do love watching the countries go at it.
It's a different beast entirely, and it's like you get the.
We did a family draw.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I got England.
Oh, you
England!
You absolute slag!
England!
And
Three notes on the shirt.
We're gonna have to hear it all summer. It's not coming home. It's never coming home.
It could, man.
It's not.
If ever it could.
This is what happens to
They're playing
guys.
at home in Wembley.
Doesn't matter.
They
Does not matter.
They have the depth.
It does not matter.
Why does it not matter?
This is what happens.
Why does it not matter, Joe?
Every year, this is what happens. All you Premiership fans.
Every year, it's only every 2 years.
Every year it's on. You know what I mean? But every year there's, because you watch Premiership so much, you watch all the Sky coverage, which is good, but they all get so excited, and every year they hype it up, and you go, maybe they do have a chance, because you're listening to all this kind of delusion. And they talk about, this time we've got some world-class attacking talent, and they list there, we got Raheem Sterling, we got Harry Kane, we got Jack Grealish, we got all these people, and you're like, yeah, you do have all those good players, that's true. And then they go and they win their first game, and everyone goes, yeah, it's happening, it's really happening.
They haven't won their first game in years.
Well,
and they have this time, man.
I know, but even when they do win it, they're not going.
You just don't want them to win.
No,
Joe.
it's funny. If they win hand on heart, I'll be happy for them. But it's going to be the same thing over and over. They're like us. It's the psychology thing. They get through out of the group, second round quarterfinals. They'll play a real big country, and they will lose. Pressure cooker. France, Portugal.
I'll put a bet on with you.
Yeah,
right here, right now.
Okay.
They will get at least to the semis.
At least to the semis.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the bet?
Fiver.
I'll do a fiver for that.
Yeah.
So, but that's dig it out before.
I'm gonna shake on that.
I'll do it. Hang on.
Shake on that.
It's happening.
Fiver. You seen it here?
Rip.
€5. Oh, come on. Come on, England.
What you get if they win the whole
It's terrible shouting for England, though, man.
But that's the thing, it's funny.
We're on a family WhatsApp group now as well, and it's just like, come on, England. And I'm like, shut up.
It's like, come on,
Shut
look
up,
at yourself.
You can't do that.
I know, it's good to be progressive.
800 years of oppression.
I know, you can't pull that card. It's just funny. It's funny to cheer for them because they're just so annoying.
I just want to see the United players do well, man. So then they'll come back and then they'll...
They're not. They're going to do some defender or goal is going to make a howler as well. That's what always happens. Some guy's going to either give a goal away or let in the sitter against someone. I
just think with the attacking talent that they have, they will score more than they concede.
They won't though, because they're going to come up against someone like France, Germany. They're going to go behind early, and then they're going to have a big heroic loss because they're going to battle back but never quite get there.
Lose on
penalties, and the guy misses the penalty, then gets blamed for the next 4 years.
Oh.
He becomes the
You don't want to be that person.
Gareth Southgate himself
horrible.
knows what it's like. You think he's going to be able to coach someone about how to score a penalty? I don't think so. Dealing with big pressure in a big semi-final game at home in England. The man
if they make it to the semis, I'm quids in, man.
Well, no. But when did they go out when it was the Euro 96? It was...
I can't even remember.
They went out to Germany on penalties or something, wasn't it?
Euro 96, that's going a ways back.
That's when they were... That was Gareth Southgate missed the penalty in England, and they were like, this is the one. And now he's the coach. It's deep in his soul.
Who did they lose against?
I think it might have been Germany. I'm not sure.
Semi-final, did you say?
No. Did they get to the semis and then even? They might have because it was home, but... But how many games are they playing at home? All of them?
I think that all of them are being played at home.
Group
they're all
so
playing
far.
in Wembley.
That's funny. Get a few fans in. We'll see how they do. I'm not hoping for it, but it's just funny to play it out. I'm just saying, every time there's a tournament, every time with Rooney's the one. Rooney's toe is sore quick. We're going to do it this year.
Broke his metatarsus.
Rooney's the best striker in the world. We got Beckham. We got Michael Owen. Oh, Shearer. We have to do it. No. You're not getting there. Semis. When's the last time we got semis? Gary Lineker? Italian 90 maybe?
I don't know. But
you're supposed to be the football guy. Come on.
But I don't remember back to those things. I'm living in the now. It's all about Euro 2020 for me. It's not about what happened in the past.
I need to learn from you. You are very good at just only forward motion. That's the way you're going. So you just think England can do it?
Yeah, I think they can. I think they have a nice blend of youth and experience in there.
Who's the experience?
Huh?
Who's the experience?
Well, they have... don't even get me started on the experience. Harry Kane will be experienced now.
Yeah.
And then in the midfield... No, the midfield is actually... No, it's quite an inexperienced side, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Like Harry Maguire would have been, but he's not playing at the minute.
He's not. He's got too much on.
Yeah. Well, then... It's a good blend of youth. It's a good blend of youth.
It's got world-class attacking talent, exactly.
But sometimes that's what you need.
They're
to go on and win
like
big tournaments.
Italy or something like that is going to come in, and Italians are just going to like step on their toes and pull their jerseys
Italians
and
are
just
horrible to
love
watch.
them and stuff like that. They just win.
Just defensive.
They just don't care. You got to respect them. Just going, we don't care.
Yeah.
We're going to win this game.
It'll be
1-0.
It'll be hard to beat France. I think France
are already crazy. Like, they're just such a team full of like bananas egos.
Superstars.
Like, yeah, they're all so
they're
insane,
all
though.
Superstars. Every single one of them.
Because I heard something that they were. Well, one of them, Olivier Giroud, made some like comment about like the ball not getting released and stuff, and your man Kylian Mbappe wasn't passing enough or wasn't getting the ball in quick enough. It's just said something in like some post-match interview, and there was a big scandal in the camp, and all the coaches and stuff had to stop Kylian Mbappe holding a press conference of his own to give out about Olivier Giroud and answer back his criticisms. And you're like, guys, you planet you living on, and you're like, get me all the journalists now. Let me tell. You're like, this is not helping team cohesion. So, like, wouldn't they bring back Karim Benzema, who was like on trial for like blackmailing one of his other teammates with something? They're all engaged in banana, like,
oh my god.
And what was your man Frank Ribery? They're all in like underage prostitution rings and stuff. The guy looks like a little Bond villain with his little face and his scar. They're colourful characters, the French. They're also French. But that's what is good about the national teams, because everyone is so stereotypical. Their country,
like their country, yeah.
It's positive stereotypes that you can slag on. The Germans are ruthlessly efficient.
Yeah,
you can't knock them, but boring. Nobody really loves them. Spanish,
French playboys
are so passionate and glamorous, but just arguing about everything all the time. England, so full of their own glory, but no one else really notices. You can always paint their whatever they do is heroic. Italians just don't care.
The English fans break your heart, man.
It is. It's hard to take, really. They're hilarious.
Just throwing chairs.
Just those plastic white chairs. I don't know where they get them. They must have stopped making them for them. But yeah, it's the loud. So are they going to put the Russians put them up against the Russian fans again? That was good last time. That was hilarious.
Never want to come up against Russians at all, man. I'm not one for confrontation myself, but I know if the English and Russian fans are in the same vicinity, I wouldn't be there.
No, but the English fans got slapped.
What do they call them? The ultras?
The ultras is like the name for it. Yeah, that any group of fans can be ultras. That are like the maniacs, guys who just want. It's basically the hooligans.
Yeah, looking for fights.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus, why would you bother?
I don't know. It's bizarre. It's that sport as well that like. That's such a part of it. Like I think, because I know a lot of other sports
organised fights before games and stuff like that. Like
I know lots of fans that like trash places, which isn't good. In Americans, when people win or lose, they like smash up the city. But the thing of like gangs of fans like fighting each other, like little street gangs, like fucking Ninja Turtles running around with knives trying to.
What was that movie? Green Street or something?
Green Street or
Football Factory.
No, there was an older one. What was it called? The Shadwell Army. There was like it was like Millwall or something.
It's always Millwall. It's always Millwall, man.
Yeah. Well, they got banned. Wasn't European like English club football fans got banned for like 20 years or something?
Wow.
They couldn't go to away games. There was some like I don't know what they did. There was some crazy riot at one of them, and they just went, "No more British fans are coming to Europe for ages."
Yeah.
And only when we were growing up, they were kind of getting let back in. It was like a new era of polite fans. I think they stopped them all. I think they stopped all the real maniacs travelling now. They kind of know who they are, and that's what happened to the English fans in the last Euros. Was it the one in Nice when all the Russian fans attacked them? Because the Russian fans were like, "We are super tough. We heard these English fans think they're tough. We're going to kill them all." And then it was just all these like fat English guys who weren't even that hooligan-y. Yeah. Just big loudmouths. Just getting like their ankles sliced and stuff, and like proper like Russian gangster stuff. But yeah, a bit of that would be nice. But I guess there won't be as many fans travelling around. And no, because it's in different cities as well, you're not going to get that thing where all the fans are in one place for like weeks, just getting locked, taken over.
Oh yeah.
You miss the old Irish fans. We used to do.
Oh, we're always the crack.
Sing songs
whenever we go away.
We always get that like competition trophy of like the best fans at the tournament, not the best team at the tournament.
No. That was the last Euros we went to. That was hard watching.
That was rough. That was just like
5-0 against Spain, 3-0 against Croatia. Stop.
Take the ball off his finger. Just like, we've let this team in to compete for the crack. It was that thing where like the other teams aren't really
even
trying.
Qualified for that? I don't know, man. Trapattoni.
0-0s all the way to the Euros. That's what we did. Beautiful. Nicking all 1-0er. The Irish football team is on
a downward spiral.
A long and slow journey back to the heights we
wait till Lee Singleton gets onto the team.
He really get on there right now. I'd say they're looking for a striker. Don't go, my boy has scored
just
15 goals since Samba Soccer Sunday camp. Get him in there.
Just if he falls over, he's likely to hold his knee and cry, though. The only thing. It's not just
no different to the rest of them. Give him a chance. We just started a social media pressure campaign on Stephen Kenny. We're like, give him a chance. Remember these like Wes Hoole and all these random players. Put him in. Give him a chance. How do you know if you don't put him in? Give him in. He's 5 years old. Doesn't matter. Give him a chance. Look at his record. Look at his stats.
Yeah.
But they're Sunday.
Did we lose 3-2 against Iceland or something the other day?
I don't know against Iceland. We drew with Hungary 0-0. We beat like some tiny country. Andorra 3-2. I think we went down 1-0 and we won 3-1.
Okay.
But apparently it was a bit patchy in the first half again.
Right.
So we're doing well against these minnows.
Yeah.
Liechtenstein.
We're back, baby.
We're back, baby. We're playing free-flowing, progressive style soccer that involves just not having defenders.
Yeah. We just need time to adapt to the new style of play.
Exactly. Of the manager.
Can't wait till we're in the next World Cup. Would be nice.
The coach's philosophy gets down to the players. I always find it hard for international teams because the coach, like that's why they're like any coach that did it with us, were cynical and just played results football because, like, think about a club, it's like your full-time job, but international they play together like for a week every 3 months or something and play 2 games.
Yeah.
So if you don't really already have quite good players, you're not exactly coaching them, you know what I mean? You're not exactly, they're like showing up, you're like, this is what we're going to do for the game tomorrow. You're like, let's see, figure it out.
And international coaches, like, they just seem to have a handy number.
It's pretty good, alright, isn't it?
I mean, just doing the odd game every now and again.
Yeah, but you gotta get them results. Well, obviously you don't really in Ireland, but they're cheap. But we have John Delaney to thank. For doing such a great job.
Thanks,
for
John.
10 years, great development, sowing the seeds of a real good infrastructure for the future.
What a wanker.
I know. He's still a lot of money, still got a big job in Europe somewhere.
Now he's just off, swanning around.
Burning, shredding documents frantically while all the money we made for tournament appearances goes nowhere.
Sad. I know. A sorry state of affairs.
Sorry state, but he's gone now at least. We'll get there. We'll come good again. The glory days. We were just unlucky to come up in literally the greatest peak of Irish football in terms of like Italian 90.
We got 90, man.
That's what I mean. We were like,
we got 90 and 94.
This will never end. Every year we're in a tournament. World Cup, Saipan, even that was the one.
Oh yeah.
That was the end
Robbie
of it though.
Keane.
Robbie Keane. Roy Keane going home though. That was the one where you're like, oh wow, he's actually one of the best players in the world. He's on our team.
Yeah.
And he's left.
But when you hear the stories about that, I mean, that's hilarious.
But that's all
how
that
badly run the FAI was, man. Oh my god. It's an
Irish joke.
They're basically playing jumpers for goalposts, you know.
This stuff wasn't showing up on a different train.
In a place that didn't have grass on the pitch or something stupid.
Someone had like booked ahead. Yeah, like literally.
No, but turning up with no balls.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like literally like you're doing fireside in the park and you're like, we're gonna do it, we're gonna go far. But yeah, this is the level of stuff we have. It's not great. No, it's not great, Roy. I think he should have stayed.
It took Roy Keane to do that for them to get their act together as well. Like,
well, they didn't though. It only got worse.
Well, that's. I think our training facilities.
I think he should. I'll be controversial. I think he should have stayed and played. I think he'd gone all that way. I mean, he just played a fucking game. Stop making a point out of everything. No, everything doesn't have to be a moral argument.
Oh, so we would have won
exactly
if he had a stage.
He could have, but that was a shit tournament. Everyone was terrible, and like we did well without him. Even we
got knocked out in penalties against Spain.
Yeah, and they weren't that good. And Germany won the whole thing, and we beat them. And then we drew with them in the group.
Yeah, 1-1.
Like Korea got to the semis. I think Italy got skanked against Korea. There was a few sketchy decisions because they were like trying to keep the home countries in.
Oh,
they
yeah,
got the rub of the greens. Like Green got to like the semi-finals or something mental. And Brazil. Oh, no, Brazil won it. That was it, wasn't it? And they were real patchy. It was long after the
thanks,
Ronaldo
Roy.
days.
You should have just stayed and played.
Thanks, Roy. You made a moral point. We get it. You and Mick McGuire didn't get along. Everyone treated you mean, so you had to just walk off, flounce off, looking for attention.
You'd wonder does he regret it?
No,
not staying
I don't
and playing.
regret anything.
No, I don't think he has any regrets. He never admit to it. Anyway.
Never admit to it. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
But
I guess we'll never know, Joe.
We'll never know. We'll have to imagine it. But one day again, it'd be nice for Ireland to get into a tournament and actually have a game of football and enjoy. The country comes alive, though. Unlike any other sport or something, everyone gets involved for no reason.
It's just nobody watches the Irish football team anymore, really.
They don't. They're in when you're winning. That's the problem. People only show up like everyone being a rugby fan when they're winning for a while.
Everybody's rugby now.
Yeah, but now they're off the board. Everyone's like, no, maybe I don't like them so much anymore.
Get on to the hockey now,
Hockey, golf, whatever's going, the rowers, whoever does well.
Who are you going to support? Oh yeah, get behind Shane Lowry.
Yeah. Chipping it in, Shane. He missed.
When did the Olympics start?
Oh, I don't know.
That's this summer, isn't it?
In the next month or so, yeah. No one's going to care about that.
I'll be watching.
You watch competitive paint drying. Here we have now. We've got the Dulux matte sheen. It's still a bit sticky. It's coming up now. It's got the Johnstown kitchen gloss. It's tacky, but it's not coming off. He's done it. It's won. Yes,
I do enjoy my sport, man. No, but like you can't go wrong with an 100-meter sprint, you know.
Well, that's true. You drop in for that, like the relays end of the 2 weeks, the relays. Yeah, what's the gold medal things?
Oh yeah, more track and field rather than the sailing or the
diving. But there's so many mad things.
But even sometimes you'd watch the shooting. You know when they're skiing along.
But that's the Winter Olympics.
No, that's the Winter Olympics. Yeah,
they do that in the summer. Tokyo's not happy though. They're bringing everyone from all over the world. There'll be no fans though, will there? Or this
I have no idea how it's going to go, man. It's weird. Everybody, it's going to be 50% capacity for the Euro final, apparently.
Yeah,
in Wembley,
which is good.
And but I think they're doing 100% somewhere.
Some of the countries have. They had a big one in Russia and stuff. They're just going for things.
Yeah.
But yeah, outdoors during the day and stuff. So we'll see. If the world ends afterwards, we'll go, it was worth it. We need some sports and some crowds.
Yeah.
Give it a whirl.
We need the crack again. Now that they've opened the pubs and all, everything seems to have calmed down a bit.
Yeah, a little bit. I think
you know, there's no more riots.
Well, there was a few vans going by with their lights on at full volume last night in town, just like
was there?
Like flying up and down around things. So I don't know what they were responding to, but they seemed in a rush.
Right.
But it wasn't too bad. It's still quite young, drunk people, but yeah, people can actually drink in a place now rather than just bringing in a bag of cans to have a fight. Which is great, really. It's nice when there's not riots.
Normality, man.
Normality
is getting back there.
Life finds a way.
It does.
It's going to come back.
It does. And it will.
It will. It'll do it. But yeah, Olympics, I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, you drop in for the 100-meter final. That's like 10 seconds.
Oh, yeah, but you watch the replay 50 times as well, man. So it's amazing when you just see them. The faces, they all look like they're
I know, it's when they go
on steroids.
Pretty much.
Just the veins pumping out of their head and just like
running 100 meters in less than 10 seconds, which is pretty insane. Yeah,
but who's going to do it? Like, you know, there's no Usain Bolt.
There's no stars anymore.
So who is the star? Who's the star of the future?
Who knows? I don't know. It's like the tennis now.
There's got to be another Jamaican fella in there somewhere, man.
There's always Jamaicans. There's always like demons. 3 of them in there in the final. Yeah. One white guy just getting smoked instantly. Just disappear. Looks. Everyone's like, they can't keep him in frame. And like, sorry, we gotta keep up with the front guys. Come on, pump it. You can do it. Just trying to get it.
It'll have to be an American man, and then he'll get done for being on the juice.
A lot of drugs. He'll be like
juiced up to the max.
Absolutely injected.
I don't know how those guys aren't being caught more often. Or this Djokovic fella, he has to be on juice, man.
He's definitely on juice.
Definitely.
I know.
Like, how is he not being caught? This is purely, it's going to be a Lance Armstrong thing again, man.
They don't want to catch him.
Where it's like,
the more and more
this guy has been on drugs the whole time.
Yeah, well, like about the football players, they've never caught a football player on performance. Yeah, but it's like the biggest sport in the world with the most money.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like, they're all on drugs.
They must. Well, it's so vague, and not that I feel bad for them, but it's so competitive, and the rules are so weird because it's like this is a drug and that isn't a drug, but they're basically the same thing. You know what I mean? It's all this vague things of like take stuff to increase your oxygen flow or your air, like your blood and all this, like all the stuff he was doing, Lance Armstrong.
Changing his blood, man. Yeah, like blood transfusions.
More blood in that you can get more oxygen to cycle higher up men's.
Isn't it? To go to that length.
Insane. So yeah, it'll all come out eventually. Everyone has been on drugs the entire time.
Yeah.
You're having a baseball.
Because I was just saying, why don't you just let them take drugs?
Let
them do these things, and then just have like the best of the best.
Who's the best scientist? And, like a team of people, like the guy,
like getting Formula One or something. You have your team behind you, only they're creating the best drugs and steroids.
You'll have your constructor championship, on the podium. Like it's him. And I gotta give it up for this guy. He's the guy with the
with syringes.
He got the best mix. He got it just right, optimized.
Yeah,
then you'll have a lot more.
But they're probably all on drugs anyway. So
Christian Eriksen's heart's exploding on the pitch and stuff like that. Yeah.
So I tell you what it is. Do you know what it is? It's those drinks that they're drinking. It's those Red Bulls.
Yeah, it's the hard drinks, the monsters. They're all on the Monster Extra energy cans. It would be funny if they all just did drugs. But Olympics. But yeah, so you like sports. Because you're always like slagging me going, how do you watch so many movies? I was thinking, well, how many football games would you watch all the way through?
Oh, I'll watch a
few. So if you
now that the Euros is on, I'm watching 3 games a day.
3 games, exactly. So if you imagine each one of them was like a film, that's how I can maintain the average. It's about the same. 90 minutes, 2 hours, getting it in there. So that's how we do it. Did you watch any good things? Did you have a chance? Peter Rabbit, obviously.
Yes, Peter Rabbit 2. Very enjoyable. Wrath of Man.
Oh, did you watch that?
Yeah, I watched that.
Enjoyed it?
Thought it was very good.
It's good, isn't it?
Enjoyed that.
It's very Guy Ritchie, and it's kind of nonsense at the end, but like it's just well done all the way through.
Yeah, enjoyable nonsense.
Good gunfights.
And there was something else. I watched Little Things.
Oh, was that any good? Denzel Washington, I heard
it was meh.
Yeah,
it was only meh. It's just ridiculous, man.
Really?
It's all well acted and all that sort of stuff. Your man Rami Malek is a good actor, but he does the whole Tom Hardy thing and going,
oh no, what is it about mumblers?
Enunciate, man.
Just say your lines.
Fucking millions for a movie, and I can't even understand what you're saying.
It's not real acting unless you're talking like that.
Yeah,
you're doing real movie acting.
Please,
big microphone guys like, what the fuck? Come on. Mic talk, because you know what it's like. Big microphones, they pick up every single thing, so you must literally be sitting there going, I don't know where I'm going. You're like, what? Like you'd have to put effort in to be that incomprehensible. So
it's hard.
It is hard.
It's hard.
It's hard that's the trend.
I hope he's not like that in the new James Bond movie, because me in this new James Bond movie.
If this movie isn't good,
if he mumbles through that movie, I'll go mental.
I worry for you what this movie is going to be. If it's something else entirely and you don't like it, I think you might just lose the will to live.
This is the make or break for me.
The new James Bond through the entire past 2 years.
And now that the cinemas are open, I'm going to do the whole.
They haven't announced it, have they? That's the first one.
No, it's still not released.
Yeah, but they didn't even say, it's going to be in like November or something. What if they just went? No, they haven't really have any date at them yet. So,
and then what else did I watch, Joe? Last night I watched Lupin.
Oh, the next part of it.
Yeah, so I have one more episode left of that. I like it.
I enjoyed the first part. Definitely, it was really well done. It's just really entertaining. I was saying it's one of those things where they're trying to have a good time. It's a bit silly, but it's fun.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It's really good. He does cool little. He's pretty cool, man.
Well,
he's so big,
he's
man.
He's a big guy.
Beast,
He was in. I think he was saying before. He was the
Latin.
No, he was in. Remember that film with Kevin Hart and when Bryan Cranston.
Oh yeah,
the thing. That guy was in the original French version. He was the Kevin Hart character.
Right.
Omar Syers. He's a really big star in France. It's pretty slick. Everyone loves a good heist when it's done well and disguises and twists and turns and stuff like that. So
he's good, man.
It's good.
It's good, and it's all Watch Lupin.
Watch Lupin.
It's good crack. So we watched that last episode tonight. Now
it's very good.
And I started Loki.
Oh yeah,
got on the Marvel train again.
They get you in no matter what they do.
Yeah,
I watched the first one. It was a bit slow. I get the feeling like it's going to be.
Oh, it's going to be crazy good now from here on out.
You think?
Set it up. It's set it up there now in the first episode. It's going to knock it out of the park.
They're going to have like enough story for like 2-hour film that they're going to just go
draw it out.
Yeah, because it looked beautiful. All the stuff was amazing.
Oh yeah,
and it's great to see Owen Wilson in a real good part. He's such a good actor, and he's just, when you give him a part like that, it's really dry, and he gets to be really funny and that real, like, without doing anything.
Yeah.
I know it will be good, but it's going to be.
I think it will, because straight away they've left it on a cliff. Who's this crazy masked character who started all the fires?
Yeah,
and it's all going to branch off. It's doing exactly the thing that they didn't want it to do. Branch off into different timelines.
That's going to be their get out of jail freak out. That no matter what they do a Marvel thing, they're going to be like, he's dead. Oh no, it's alternate reality.
Back here in another.
None of that matters. And Thanos, actually, he's only a nothing guy. Yeah. We're in charge. But they do it slickly. They do it well.
They do it well.
I hope it's not that Loki thing though. I was thinking the way they did with like Jack Sparrow. Remember the Pirates of the Caribbean, that there was such a good character at the side slightly with interacting with the normal people, that once you make them the main person,
kind of not as good.
Yeah, they kind of have to be like a hero and stuff like that, and it doesn't really suit the style and stuff. So no, we'll keep it up. We'll see how it goes. The weeks will reveal stuff. I watched a good thing, that one on Netflix. It was called Sweet Tooth.
Oh yeah,
I think everyone saw it come up. It looked a bit weird.
The deer man.
Yeah, Deer Boy. But it's actually excellent. It's like produced by Robert Downey Jr. or something weird. So
is it?
If this is what he's doing with his Iron Man money, I am 100% behind it.
Okay.
It's based on some comic, I think, and it's like a great selection. Like, it's like post-apocalyptic.
She's in
kind of adventure thing. And I think it was, the story was written long before, but they must have made it during the pandemic, because there's lots of little touches of current life going on. It's like a virus that comes and kills everybody.
Okay.
And then at the same time, all babies start being born as these weird, like, half animal, half baby kind of things. So people are trying to survive, but then they're not sure if they're like, these guys caused it, or else, but they're immune as well. So then people are trying to get the cure from them. But it's very good. The kid's very good, because the main actor's a little kid, so that can make or break things. And he's actually really well cast. He's actually not very annoying. He's very sweet. So.
Brilliant. All right.
I would recommend it.
Give that a bash.
Give it a bash. All right. Well, we'll leave it there for now.
Yeah.
I'll see you next week. Maybe.
I don't know, man. It's, what are we down? 8 days to go. So.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. Countdown's on. Oh yeah. Hopefully I'll be able to come next week. But yeah. I'll let you know.
You can live stream live from the maternity ward.
Yeah.
I'm here right now.
We're here live. Breathe, baby.
Breathe. Just let's go. Push. Excellent. Okay, I'm gonna cut it there.
Good job, Joe.
Good job.
See you later, buddy.
Bye.
The Graeme Joe Show. The Graeme Joe Show. The Graeme Joe Show. The Graeme Joe Show. The Graeme Joe Show.
See you later, guys.
Tune in next week.
It's been great. It's been beautiful.
A man for himself.
Adieu.
Bye. The Graeme and Joe Show.
That's good. That's probably a good